Do you remember your first wow moment in gaming? I had a couple of those back in the early 90s when I got to play Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo for the first time. As a kid, it was really cool experiencing that. Back in those days, it was something very new. When it comes to graphics, the gameplay mechanics, the hearing voice in the game back in the early days was something that was like, wow, this is really cool, really, really cool.
Introducing the next generation from Nintendo. New Super Mario World, created especially for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a bit more exciting, a bit more challenging, a bit more graphic, a bit more colorful, a bit more realistic, a bit more levels, a bit more secret, a bit more enemy.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing do?
I went to my friend's house one time and I got to see Streets of Rage 1 for the first time. This is like my first time actually seeing a game for Sega Genesis. And my mind was blown. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, this music is the best music I ever heard in a game. And then he switched the cartridge and he put in Sonic the Hedgehog. My mind was blown. There was also moments, playing Super Nintendo games that blew my mind too. Playing Super Contra for the Super NES. There's a part in the beginning of the game where you get to see this plane in the middle of the battlefield just go straight to the screen. And I was like, yo, those graphics amazing, man. Those were the days. Super Castlevania 4. The music amazing, the graphics amazing. But not only that, I know there's going to be people that are going to have different moments, wow moments for them. Maybe seeing rain in the game for the first time, like Link to the Past, Zelda, right? Even playing online game for the first time, with Choo Choo Rocket on the Sega Dreamcast, NFL 2K1, and also my all-time favorite, Phantasy Star Online. Even though there was no voice chat in there, we were communicating through the keyboard that was connected to the Sega Dreamcast, and I was like, yo, this is amazing. This is crazy. Man, I really miss those moments. And we still get those moments. I think so far in this generation, the time where I experienced that for this generation so far has been with Elden Ring. I also experienced something like that playing Hi-Fi Rush for the first time.
Bring it on.
I'm very curious for those who are watching this. What was your wow moment in gaming? Your first one? Is there more than one? I know there's gonna be different generations, all that stuff, but please let me know your console and that moment that either gave you goosebumps or you were just your mind was blown. Because this is what gaming is all about. It's all about having fun.